paper, scissors, rock, and unfortunately, White-rA's missing one of the crucial elements, and that is detection. So, in order to complete the army combo that he needs, unfortunately, he's going to need to tech up a bit. Well, pump out that tech rather. But is he going to lose his tech? No, I think the observatory is further back into his main, if I recall correctly, or not. No, he may have lost the observatory. I can't quite remember, but I think he has. Like this Dark Templar too. Just look carefully at the Dark Templar. He's just holding on to that Dark Templar. He knows that as soon as he attacks with it, his opponent may or may not realize it very quickly. So he's just waiting for the maximum distraction before he moves in with it. In the meantime, doing some other stuff. So nice number of kills there with that Storm, but as you can see, he pretty much has lost this expansion, keeping that robotics alive with the units that he does have in those cannons. Of course, the cannons giving him protection. We've got a single lurker up the top field here, and I think yeah, what we're seeing is the Protoss, the Zerg forces being diverted, moving around to actually take out the real threat, which is the revival of the Protoss economy over here, and getting straight stuck in. These Hydralisks are easily going to be able to take out the cannons here. What White-rA really needs is to relocate his units like his Reavers and his High Templars, but it's not really going to be enough. Too many Hydralisks. In fact, he's doing that now, but just a little bit too late. He's lost the cannons down, and 2 Reavers coming in. Going to get a real a big number of kills if he's lucky, but unfortunately, Hydra's pulling back. Oh! Takes out like 4 of them. Nasty, but losing the Nexus now to the Lurkers. And all Pure has to do is conserve his forces, and unfortunately, White-rA didn't really get what he wanted there, which was to save the Nexus, and those Zerg units are quite expendable at this point. They can just hang around, probably wanting to be sniping the High Templars more than anything, but not before a Storm was taken out. Got shot off. Still hasn't used that DT back at the Natural, I believe, at Pure's Natural. But I guess he's just decided to save that for a while, and look at this! Look at this. This is sneaky stuff. This is ballsy. And oh, here we go. So Reavers charging into the Zerg Natural and in combination with the Dark Templar. So getting even more drone kills. And this is a distraction, guys. This is a distraction, if anything, because White-rA knows that he's losing. He's putting down the Nexus at the 12 o'clock position, and he's just wanting to keep that alive for as long as possible, and maybe put down like 10 cannons or something at it, and that'll allow him to get back in the game. So if Pure doesn't scout it eventually, or doesn't take White-rA out in the near future, he could lose the long war of attrition, because with harassment like White-rA, like the kind that White-rA is dishing out at the moment, going to be tough. Bear in mind too that White-rA is not mining from any bases at all. He can't right now from his main. The Lurkers keep killing his probes, and he's lost his Natural. He hasn't managed to secure the mineral only behind his base, so he's only got that 12 o'clock warping in right now. And the Zerg player, of course, is on 2 bases. Lost a lot of drones, but he's still got 2 bases, and that is critical. Now Reavers being dropped off to slam these Lurkers. Observer being pulled in now. To allow for that, but in the meantime, double-pronged attack. Zerg is sending the rest of his forces to take out some tech here. Looks like we've got some High Templars coming in. Plenty of Storms ready. Oh, nice Storm! Quick timing reactions from the Mutalisks there, of course. But yeah, White-rA just hanging on for dear life. His expansion's finished. He's got a single thing there. Oh, careful of the shuttle. That's got 2 Reavers in it. And nearly lost it to the Mutalisks there. He really needs to get that off in the midfield, but the trap was sprung a bit early, unfortunately. And well, that was actually a bad term. The trap wasn't sprung early, but I'm very worried about this observer, this Overlord rather, just flying very, very close to that Nexus. I don't think he's noticed it actually. So this could be White-rA's lucky day. Oh, he has noticed it. The Mute is actually moving back over there. And there's the shuttle coming back around for another attempt. But here come the Mutas. They're going to take out this base here. Oh, that is unfortunate. This Gambit did not pay off. That's a whole 400 minerals for the Nexus, plus another good sort of 300 or 400 for the pylon and the 2 cannons. Which sucks, really, to be honest. So that's a huge chunk of resources. And this one shuttle, carefully trying to avoid these Scourges. They're gaining on it. Lost 1 Scourge. Oh, gets the Reaver off in time. And gets the DT out. So this 2 DTs out, actually. I didn't see the second one. Loses the shuttle now. So this is edgy as seat stuff. Reaver just pounding on the Protoss base. The Mutalisks have to be recalled. Not recalled in the same way that the Protoss units would recall theirs, but as you can see, the Mutas are desperately needed back at the Zerg base, and that actually allows for White-rA to retake his 12 o'clock, but of course it's not going to be too useful because the Zerg player knows about it. All he has to do is return. Is he going to take out the Zerg lair? Firing! Oh, yes he does! DT chopping it down, and very, very intelligently the Zerg player has sent his Zerglings up to the north, the 12 o'clock position, to deal with this while the Mutalisks were back at home, and this again prevents White-rA from doing anything. Unfortunately, he's not able to keep that up, and in the meantime, though, he has retaken his main, so all is not lost. The game continues. But man, that is a lot of drones mining at the natural. That's the only real base that he's got left. He's lost his lair at his main. So man, and trying to retake this mineral only is not going to work. The Mutalisks arrive in time. But, oh, he's got an Archon there to defend, so maybe he will get the natural up after all. Putting down some more extra cannons to be extra safe. Running low on minerals at his main. So this is just really tight stuff, really intense stuff from White-rA. Now here come the Hydras, but plenty of anti-Hydra stuff going on here. We've got the Storms, we've got the Reaver, blasting the Zerglings, trying to take out really trying to eliminate that threat of the Archon there so he can bring his Mutas in. And there's the photon cannons at long last warping in, so just in the nick of time, White-rA is allowed some respite there and is allowed to take his mineral only. In the meantime, you can see these isolated Zerg buildings having no creep there, no lair at all, and Zerg player just really light on the ground with economy, but so is White-rA. This has been a very low econ game throughout, just both players constantly having to rebuild their economy and infrastructure and so forth. This is just relentless attack by Pure, by the way, and here come the Hydras looking to mop up even more tech buildings while all this is going on. Gonna take out that forge. Really want to take out, even though the robotic support base are unpowered. White-rA could have just brought in a pylon at any time to build some more Reavers if he really wanted to, but not gonna happen anymore. He's gonna have to waste a lot of stuff. And oh, here comes the Storm, lining it up. Absolute terrible miss there by White-rA. You don't see that too often, but Hydra's moved out of the way, and I guess he just pulled that one off a little bit too quickly. And what can you do? Drone's doing the long run mine and waiting for this mineral only expansion to come in. He really needs that because he's out of minerals that is natural, and both players really pretty much running out of minerals in their main and natural right now, and both players incidentally going for their mineral onlys. So how do you like that? Overlord having a look around for any rogue bases. He's just worried that White-rA will try again what he did before, which was to go for that isolated natural expansion out in the wilderness. But Pure is not going to allow for that. He's got plenty of forces boxing the Protoss player in. He's going to eventually get expansions of his own out there, and he's still on the lookout for shuttles. You can see that he's got overlord stations around the map. You can see White-rA sent an observer over here to the 9 o'clock position just to scout that hatchery there. He's going to have to think of some kind of plan to deal with that. And what is that plan going to be? Looks like we've got a Dark Templar moving out. Is White-rA aware of this? I mean, Pure, yes he is. Unfortunately, that overlord sees it, and the shield's being ripped off that Dark Templar before it can even leave its base. We've got an Overlord actually tailing that Observer, so the Mutalisks eventually catch up with it. Observer is too slow. Mutalisks taking that one out, so that's less scouting. And man, that's a huge concentration of drones. What you need is a Reaver hit or a couple of High Templars right there, or even just one High Templar that would have done it. Speaking of High Templars, getting a Storm off on that Lurker there, just ushering it away from the natural. But oh, Mutas being caught. That was very careless and sloppy, in fact, by Pure. Running over his opponent's cannons like that, not a good look. And really just waiting for the hatchery. I think what he wants to do when he gets the hatchery up is to put some Sunkens or something down there. A Sunken and a Spore Colony would be nice, because then he could detect any DTs, fire at any shuttles, and of course, get any immediate hits on units being dropped off nearby. And that'll give him some good warning. He knows that this expansion is very important, so just moving back as Hydralisks, I think he's gone into defensive mode here. He realizes that White-rA has set up too tough a defense. So now's the time where it would be good to build some drones, maybe even transfer a few over. Looks like you're retaking his main there. There are at least some minerals there, making it worth retaking. Trying to get out. Brought in the Observer to take out the Lurker, but unfortunately he took too many hits in the meantime and getting taken out by the Scourge, so that sucks. But Looks like it's finally time for more harass, and I'm glad because I really love watching White-rA style harass this game. It's been beautiful so far. Moving out with the shuttle and finding an opening. It's kind of like playing rugby, if you guys are familiar with rugby in New Zealand. Just looking for an opening between defenders. In this case, the defenders being the overlords and scourges around his base, spotting any attacks. And here we go, lining up for the hit, coming in for a bombing run. And High Templar goes down. 2 of them go down. Both storms going off. Don't get that many kills, unfortunately. Hasn't got enough for a third. Oh, the Archon's coming out. And splash damage on the drones. Too slow. Looks like Pure has really survived. Oh, he's bringing them back. They're all on low hit points, and he's taken out 4 of them. Oh, but good thing for White-rA though is he picked up all of his bombers there. And now he makes the return Mission Impossible, trying to get back home. Because Pure knows where that shuttle is. He's moving out his forces to intercept it. And is he going to catch up with it or not? He's got mutas hanging around. This single mutas is nearby. 1 muta's not going to be quite enough to completely bomb it. In fact, White-rA even drops an Archon to take it out. Picks it up again. Man, this is thorough and complete Protoss play here. And, oh, another shuttle coming in the meantime.